Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft video, doing another tutorial today. In my last episode of Truly Bedrock, I built up this thing. It is a honey bottle farm. I was playing around with it, with dispenser designs. I just did not like the idea of using those things just because they like to hold on to the bottles, right? Every so often. So we're not gonna be using that. I opted to go with this design instead. I've got the beehives here, campfires underneath it. When you look at a certain angle, you're gonna end up throwing the bottles in there. Look, and we've got our inventory filled up, so we got no room for the bottles to go in our inventory, the honey bottles. So whenever there is honey in the backs of these, we're gonna throw it into the campfires, and there is a hopper trail just underneath it. Look, which will take it into this chest. Really simple stuff. And then we have this thing here, which just fires one out every so often, a bottle, so we never run out of bottles in our inventory. Super simple stuff. I figured I'd do a tutorial here. Let me jump into a creative world and I'll show you how to build this up. So we're gonna put down 10 blocks of dirt. You can make this however big you want. Just be careful because lag is a thing. On these 10 blocks, we're gonna have 30 bees. And then you're gonna wanna grab your beehives, your bee nests, whatever you got, and put down one on for every piece of dirt, like that. Make sure they're all facing the right way. You don't want them facing this way or facing that way. We're gonna have bees popping out everywhere otherwise. Make sure they're facing forward. If you're using these, just make sure the holes are in the front, look. And we're gonna block off the sides and front for a minute. And then you've got to get bees in these things. You've got to get bees in these hives. That's probably the hardest part. I'm assuming you know how to do it. We're just gonna switch into nighttime here though, because I'm in creative, and we're gonna pop in 3 bees for every one of these things. They'll just go straight in because it's nighttime. This is the annoying part for you. Just get however many bees you want to get in here. We're gonna get the 30. And there is the last one. I'm going to cover the top then. We don't really need to cover up the backs of these things, because even if 1 or 2 does manage to get out, we're gonna turn it back to day as well. They will eventually make their way back in anyway, and that like hardly ever happens. I've had that happen once on Truly Bedrock. For some reason one's popped out and it's came back. And then we're gonna go around to the back here. We're going to pop out these blocks. This is where our hoppers are gonna go. We're gonna put our chest down here ready as well, I guess. And then just do a line of hoppers connected to that chest. And then we're gonna grab our campfires. We're gonna put down a campfire on every one of these, and that's gonna make it so when you take the honey out of these beehives, they're not gonna freak out. Make sure you got the campfires in there. So there's that's what it should be looking like right now. You can also go ahead, if you want to get rid of this stupid thing on top, put some blocks, and it'll stop the smoke from coming through then. Look, if you don't want that happening. So we're probably just gonna leave it like this. Because I'm in creative, I'm going to go ahead and use a redstone block. You could just use levers next to the rails, though, to power them. I'm going to put a redstone block on the back of this hive here. 1 block away from the campfire. Then we're going to go here. Just, actually, maybe we'll go here. 1 past the chest, and we're going to use powered rails. So, again, I'm in creative. You can cheap out if you want and use some regular rails in between. Going to add a block on either side. This is where we're going to be bouncing back and forth on our minecart there. And then you want to go and build a EFO hopper clock. So to build one of those, we're going to have a hopper facing into a hopper, and then we're gonna have a comparator coming out of these hoppers there. And we're gonna have a block on the other side of the comparators, redstone dust there. And you know I did this wrong. We're gonna do the dust on this side, like that. And then we're gonna have a piston. Another piston, and a redstone block. We're gonna have a lever there too, just so we can turn it off whenever we want. And we're gonna go and grab a stack of something. Throw that in there. We're gonna turn it off for a minute though, just so that's not going. And then we're gonna need a dispenser. Droppers are obviously cheaper. Just get yourself a dropper and then go up 2 blocks there. Put in your dropper. Tear those out, and you're gonna need a piece of dust right there then. Put a half slab so you don't power the piston, and put a block there, and then you just run a trail up to the dropper, and then you're pretty much done. Fill up this with glass bottles, put your minecart in, bouncing back and forth, and fill up your inventory with items. We're just gonna line our inventory with wood, and then we're good to go. We're gonna flick that. We've probably got some honey in there by now. Yeah, we got some honey. So you have to find the right angle to look. I found if you kind of have your head in line with the tops here, it works. So then we hold right click. All of the honey is going into the campfires, and that's getting picked up by the chest. You can put something on your mouse. You can wrap something around your controller. Whatever, and we'll get a bottle every so often there as well. Look, it'll keep up with, if you put a stack in there, it should keep up with the amount that you're using. These things really aren't that crazy. You need like a lot of bees, a lot of beehives and stuff to get crazy rates. And like I said, don't kill your worlds. Don't kill your worlds, but that's pretty much it. Don't think there's anything else I need to say about these things. Except to be careful, you might want to block yourself in. I don't know what your situation is. If you're building this in a well-lit area, if you're building it up in the sky, out of the way, then maybe get a cat. So phantoms don't kill you. Just make sure you're safe now. You're obviously going to get attacked out in the open here. You can block it off, get a cat, do whatever. But that's going to do it for today. Hopefully this helps some of you out. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.